Reflections of the fears I know I've left behind. I step out of the ordinary. I can feel my soul ascending. I'm on my way, can't stop me now. You can do the same, yeah. To make you feel proud. Never let forget to try. To make you feel proud. You could be so many people if you make that break for freedom. What have you done today to make you feel proud?
Well, they're giving him the treatment, Glenn.
Well, I'm sure this is what he deserves. He's done really well. Now he's stepping into the big time and they want to give him the big treatment, but he's got to prove it. He's got to be on top form here.
So I step out of the ordinary. I can feel my soul ascending. I'm on my way, can't stop.
Well, I wonder what he will do to make himself feel proud tonight. Richard, the Secret, Williams, very affable man out of the ring, and he's looked a very fluid operator. And to this rather unusual background, here's the tale of the tape tonight. Although Taylor's been there and done it, he's the younger man at 29. He's taller, has a slight reach advantage. Both of them made the 11-stone light middleweight limit. Taylor a pro now for 9 years. Williams only since 1997. Bit of a late starter. Taylor's had more fights and has been right up there in the real world rankings. Williams, though, with a great knockout percentage ratio, 80%, but Taylor's mixed in a much higher class. Sure what the York Hall regulars made of all that, but it was certainly something very different from the London Community Gospel Choir. Well done to them.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the main event, the fight of the night. Barry Hearn for Ringside Boxing Promotions, in association with Prince Promotions and Matchroom Sport, proudly present 12 rounds of boxing for the vacant IBO Light Middleweight Championship of the World. Sponsored here by MatchroomSport.com, and a very warm welcome to our viewers joining us live and exclusive here on Sky Sports. You've joined us for the very best ringside seat in the business. All the officials have been appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control and the IBO President Ed Levine of Florida, USA, who has appointed Fight Supervisor Jerry Woolard of Glasgow, Scotland. Our 3 scoring judges here at ringside. From England, John Coyle. From the USA, John Rupert. And from the USA, Rocky Young. Our matchmaker, Mr. Graham Lockwood of Skipton. Timekeeper at the bell from the British Boxing Board of Control is Mr. Bob Edgeworth. And the referee in charge of the action, and without doubt one of the leading referees in the world today from Birmingham, England, Mr. Terry O'Connor. They are the officials, and here are the contestants. Firstly, our visitor. He's fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks and weighing in at 10 stone, 13 pound, 10 ounces. Bringing a 32 fight record, 29 wins, 21 inside the scheduled distance. 2 losses and 1 draw. Coming to the ring as an accomplished world title challenger, would you please welcome, from New South Wales, Australia, the Blaster, Taylor. And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the red trunks, trimmed with white, and weighed in at 10 stone, 13 pounds, 12 ounces. 15 fight record, 14 wins, 12 inside the scheduled distance. Only one defeat. Coming to the ring as the current Commonwealth light middleweight champion from Stockwell, South London. Would you please welcome the Secret, Richard Williams. Well, sports fans and Sky Sports fans, let's get the action underway then. 12 rounds of boxing for the vacant IBO Light Middleweight Championship of the world.
Here we go.
How much has Taylor got left?
Let's look to both.
Williams has looked silky, sometimes sensational in the last year, particularly against Tony Badea. He's had an illness problem earlier in the year, but seems to be over that. Unbeaten in his last 12 fights. But this is a big step up, and Taylor is known as something of a puncher. The Australian from Wollongong in New South Wales in the black trunks. Williams from Stockwell in South London, where he says, win, lose or draw tonight, he'll be back serving meals on wheels to the elderly on Monday. He's that type of fella, and he's relishing the chance to test himself at this level. Both of these two have watched a lot of videos of the other in action. Good shot to the body from Shannon Taylor, who says he's been doing the equivalent of 30 rounds a day of various exercises in 3-minute sessions, not all sparring, plus runs up a 1-in-6 hill near Sydney, carrying house bricks in his hand. That's how serious he's been.
Well, he's come here and he looks in shape. He's starting pretty well. Shannon Taylor, nice fast hands, good variety.
Williams mustn't be slow out of the blocks. Taylor using the jab well. Until recently, the #2 contender for Oscar De La Hoya when he was at welterweight. Shame for him, he had to end up fighting Shane Mosley, who I think beats everybody. He's that good. Good right hand and left to the body. Looking sharp early, Shannon Taylor here.
Well, it was an opportunity for Taylor. You know, and all fighters want to be in there with the best in their division. He got it, he made a good payday, and at least he can say he shared the ring with, you know, one of the greats.
Made $300,000, in fact, that night, he says. Just a bit more workmanlike early on. Taylor getting in with body shots. He's got plenty of knockouts on his record. 21 of his 29 victories inside time.
Well, he's definitely started the better of the two. Taylor, nice and sharp, getting his shots off well, good variety. And this shouldn't be an easy night for Richard Williams.
Fought with the left, but he came back with his best shot of the round, that right hand. Countering right hand. Interesting stuff, very interesting.
The bigger you become, the easier it is to forget who put you there. Sometimes, it's nice to give something back. That's just good manners, isn't it?
I think Shannon Taylor, the Australian, came out tonight looking to make a statement that he was no back number.
Well, he did that. It was a very good start. Nice shots going in from Shannon Taylor. But Williams, one good shot right at the end, just to then tell Taylor, listen, I'm here as well.
Due to go 12 rounds for the light middleweight championship, as recognised by the International Boxing Organisation. Red trunks of Londoner Richard Williams. Never won an ABA title in 5 attempts in his amateur days, but making a much bigger impact as a pro, Williams. One of many good light middleweights in this country at the moment. But is he up to this? Good body shots from Taylor. Simultaneous jabs. Williams may just be having a look at the moment. He may feel his time in the fight is coming. There's a good left to the body from Williams there. It was a really good shot. From Taylor's point of view, you would be worried about him getting stopped in 7 rounds by Julian Holland, his countryman, for the Commonwealth welterweight title earlier this year, more than getting beat by Sugar Shane Mosley. But he says he had to lose 22 pounds in 3 weeks ahead of that fight, which is why he wasn't effective that night.
Well, that would really destroy a fighter. That's far too much, and that could well be the reason. He's up at a bigger weight now, and we'll see what he's got left in this fight. But so far, he's shown himself to be still very sharp, very strong, and with some ambition.
Williams ought to have the edge in power, though. He's the natural 11-stone man of these two. All Taylor's achievements have been at that weight down at welter. Will that become a factor? He's getting off first with his punches in the main, though, the Aussie at the moment, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's just a little bit quicker to the punch, doing a bit more than Williams.
Body shot. Williams felt it was a bit low. Wanted to touch gloves. Taylor didn't seem that interested in that.
Well, he's keeping the centre of the ring, Williams, but it's Taylor who's doing that bit more just as he skirts around the outside.
Williams's camp were very confident going into this. They'd watched the videos and they felt, although Taylor was accomplished, there wasn't anything unnatural for them to have to worry about.
Pints of I.
Welcome back to a fascinating fight. York Hall, Bethnal Green. That's the new trainer of Shannon Taylor, Roy Alexander, who took over from Jeff Bannock, one of Australia's great boxers of recent years. Acrimonious split. As you see, Williams' great left to the body.
Yes, there was. It was a good left hook. Taylor's shot's not as good there, and Williams managed to block them. But I think, for me, Taylor still just did that bit more than Williams.
At a crowded, atmospheric York Hall in Bethnal Green. Good atmosphere tonight here. And a fascinating equation. Is Williams up to real world class? That's the question. We'll get the answer from tonight. Good body shots again from Taylor.
And a nice jab from Taylor there. But that really is it, and we'll see the question will be answered. Does he belong? Is he at world class? That's what this fight tells us. Is he capable of competing at world class, Richard Williams?
He says he doesn't only want to win, he wants to do it convincingly. It's important to him. Starting to throw the punches with a bit more looseness and venom, Williams. Taylor's corner warned him that the Londoner would step it up in this round. Goes for the left hook. Good stuff from Taylor. Now the battle is really joined. Shannon Taylor had a few answers there as Williams looked to open up with combinations.
Yes, he had a few answers and started to ask a few questions of his own about Williams, and I think, you know, we know a little bit more about Williams' chin after this fight.
Well, it's always looked okay so far, and he did beat big punching British champion Wayne Alexander in a close one in the amateurs. Williams trying to hunt his man down. Just the impression of Taylor getting off first and landing that little bit more.
Don't push down.
I think in Taylor's case, what's happened to him this year has stung him, has deflated his ego, and he's come back here tonight knowing that he can't afford another defeat. Good body shots again. Williams still wants to come forward.
You want a party? I'll give you a party you'll never forget.
The Christmas season is upon us, and hard to get into the spirit of things, with guests dressed to impress.
Yeah, boys, things are starting to look up.
And a cocktail that packs a punch, football seems to be the last thing on anyone's mind.
I could not keep my eyes off you.
A festive dream team, tonight at 8, Sky 1.
Well, 3 rounds gone here in this IBO Light Middleweight Championship fight, and I think 3 rounds to Shannon Taylor. What say you, Glenn?
Yeah, I say the same thing as you, Ian. I think all 3 have gone to Taylor. He's just been busier throwing more, but then to say that Williams still looks strong, he's still crowding in, and still looking to get his shots off.
Still a long way to go, though. Williams is such a languid character naturally. He's not the kind whose body language would give up any signs of alarm, even if he was a little worried about how well Taylor started. Oh, good right hand there from Williams. Was that a breakthrough shot? Then body punches too. Best yet from the Londoner. Looking to hit Shannon Taylor now with some heavier armory and managing to do it. Changing the pattern now. Another big right and again. Taylor soaks those up. But this is Williams showing what he can do. It's good stuff.
Well, it's excellent stuff. Really well timed with the right hand. That's the punch that's doing the damage.
He's really getting there with these big shots, and Taylor is suddenly in trouble. Big head shots, nothing coming back. Can Williams finish it here? Another uppercut. Suddenly Taylor in danger of falling apart in the 4th. Taylor answers with a body shot of his own. He really went for it with a haymaking uppercut that whistled by the end of Taylor's chin. Taylor, his hands have dropped now, and he's been hurt and rocked by these shots now from Williams, who's looking the business all of a sudden. Oh, good right hand from Taylor, and 2 to the body too. And did he smile through the gum shield then, Williams?
Yes, he did. Good shots going in from Taylor, but it just brought a smile from Williams, who looks very good. He's trying to hunt his man down here.
He's looking too big and powerful for him. Supreme confidence from Williams, who looks like a man now who just might be able to finish this. No head movement from Taylor. Another right. 3-4 more punches. It's going to be stopped, surely. It is stopped. It's over. It's a great win for Richard Williams. It's his biggest win. And yes, the answer is he is world class. Well, that was incredible stuff.
That was excellent. Didn't he prove he was world class in such style? And I think, you know, amongst the best in the world, this Richard Williams is really going to be reckoned with. You know, he did that in such style, so cool. Let Taylor punch himself out, find the punches. He blocked what he could. Then when he opened up, just looked a class above, and really looked tremendous.
Taylor had the best of the first 3 rounds. Williams, I don't think, won any of them. But suddenly, he came out with real devil and menace in the 4th. Opened up with big right hands, meaty shots to the head. Taylor was always in trouble, didn't get through the round, and was blown away for the 3rd time this year. Okay, there'll be people who will say that Richard Williams caught Shannon Taylor at the right time. But I spoke to Taylor before this fight. He trained for it, he was right for it, he was up for it, and Williams did a number on him.
In the first 3 rounds, you saw that Shannon Taylor was not a spent force, that he still had plenty left. You know, he showed that in the first 3 rounds. He did very well. And Williams, you know, just showed how much class he's got, how good he is. He took whatever he had, just started off in the 4th round with that right hand. And from that point on, he knew he was going to get Shannon Taylor, kept the pressure on. Taylor tried to come back with good shots, but it was the right hand again which did the damage. Just was not going to let the Shannon Taylor off the hook. He knew he was going to win and just went about his work so well.
Biggest win of his career, no doubt about it. And in the assessment of the British light middleweights now, maybe Williams goes right to the top ahead of Steve Roberts and Wayne Alexander, though they would argue about that. But this is a big win. This is again a man who was authentically up right there among the top welterweights in the world up until March of this year. And Williams here makes the graduation.
Yes, he did. The right hand, that was the punch. He couldn't miss Taylor with that when he started unloading. You know, he bided his time. He saw what Taylor had to offer, and then he just said, this is what I've got. And when he did, Shannon Taylor just couldn't stand with him.
It's been a fantastic year for Richard Williams. He's taken everybody's eye inside the trade. He deserves wider recognition after this. All that, and his lady Melissa gave birth to a baby son, 3-month-old Tyler, recently too. He's a lovely guy outside the ring too, as you'll find out when we speak in a minute. What a win for Richard Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, timekeeper Bob Edgeworth has recorded a time of 2 minutes and 17 seconds of the 4th round. Referee Terry O'Connor has stopped the contest. Taylor in no position to continue. Therefore, your winner and the new IBO light middleweight champion of the world, Richard Williams. And he's not a secret anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, as he leaves the ring now, would you please show your appreciation for our very game challenger, the blaster from down under, Shannon Taylor.
Going to be a long, sad journey home for Shannon Taylor. But after 4 magnificent rounds of boxing, Richard Williams takes another big step forward. Barry, how good was that fight?
That was a world-class performance. We were just saying between the third and the fourth round, he had lost 3 rounds. It was a real last-minute test for him, and by God did he turn it around. That was a world-class finish. I don't doubt for 1 minute that the punch resistance of Shannon Taylor is not what it used to be, but let's not take away from that performance from Richard Williams. He was up against it, and he performed brilliantly. What a finish. Tremendous punching power, tremendous accuracy, throwing all his weight behind it. Fabulous.
Let's hear from him at ringside with Ian.
Well done, Richard. What a performance that was. You did it around quicker than Sugar Shane Mosley.
Well, what can I say? I told you I was feeling good. What a strong guy, though. I hit him with some very hard shots. And when I saw at the beginning of the round that he weren't going to go down, I thought, let me pick him and get the referee to do the job. So that's what I was just playing to do.
Were you just taking a look at him for the first 3 rounds? Because we gave him the first 3 on the scorecards, but suddenly you changed it all in the 4th.
Oh, you know what? I gave him the first 3 as well. And so did my corner. So I knew I had to do something different. I was planning to jab more in the early rounds, but it sort of just left me, probably the occasion and all that. But I got my work going. 12 rounds is a very long time.
When we spoke last night, you were telling me how much you were relishing testing yourself in real world class. What was the experience like? And you think you passed? Well, you did, didn't you?
Well, I passed, and I'm not looking forward to the next one. No, it was good. Like I said, I did relish the chance of testing myself in world class, fringe world class, whatever you want to call it. And I'm sure there's still going to be people who said he's a welterweight moving up and everything like that. But that's neither here nor there. I stopped him in style, and I'm the IBO champ.
There's a lot of talk, probably too much talk about all these British light middleweights. Do you want to fight any of them, or do you want to just bypass all that and go straight in with the top world-class guys now?
You know what, the honest truth is this. Before, when I had the Commonwealth, I wanted to do a unification with Wayne, British and Commonwealth. Barry here said he had the IBO on hold for me to challenge for it. So that's behind me now. I only wanted to fight Wayne because of the belt. I'm not looking to beat anyone to boost my ego. That's it.
So if you had one fight out there that you could have next, who would it be?
No one in Britain. Someone else on the world scene that's going to go on and improve me. I've already said to Barry, you know, that I want to spread out. I think I've got a lot of skills with my trainers behind me, James, Don. You know, I'm feeling brilliant. I've got a lot more to come.
Well done. Back to the Meals on Wheels on Monday, eh?
Definitely. If I'm not too marked up, I haven't looked yet.
Well done tonight. Brilliant stuff.
Thank you. Number 1.
Yes, and I think the smile will be intact still on Monday. The place is buzzing here. The thoughts of Spencer and more from Barry when we come back, and more action from the York Bethnal Green at middleweight tonight. 2 men on the up. Ian Cooper against Jim Rock. All that still to come.